Lecture 5, Part 2 para sa course na Engineering Economics. Continue natin yung pag-solve ng problems. Number 2, a chemical engineer wishes to set up a special fund by making uniform semi-annual end-of-period deposits for 20 years. The fund is to provide 100,000 pesos at the end of each of the last 5 years of the 20-year period. If interest is 8% compounded semi-annually, what is the required annual deposit? So, gawa tayo ng cash flow diagram para sa problem. So, number of years equal to 20. At last 5 years, merong makukuha na 100,000 pesos. Yung interest na 8% compounded semi-annually. Tapos, yung payment or ide-deposit na gagawin semi-annually. Therefore, yung total number of periods natin para sa annuity ng ide-deposit ay 40. Dahil nga semi-annual, twice per year for 20 years. At yung M na number of compoundings per year equal to 2. Kailangan natin makuha yung required na ide-deposit every semi-annuals para makakuha ng 100,000 pesos sa last 5 years. Pwede natin sabihin na yung future worth ng withdraw at deposit equal sa 20th year. Kaya annuity ng i-withdraw multiply sa compound amount factor para sa withdrawals yearly sa last 5 years. At yung annuity ng ide-deposit multiply sa compound amount factor para sa deposits semi-annually for 20 years. So A sub W is equal to 100,000. I is equal to 1 plus R over M raised to M minus 1. So kunin natin dito yung effective interest rate ng interest na 8% compounded semi-annually. At yung R nga is yung 8%, yung M equal to 2. Kaya I is equal to 1 plus 0.08 divided by 2 raised to 2 minus 1. Kaya yung effective interest rate ay equal sa 8.16%. At yung N equal to 5 dahil 5 beses magwi-withdraw. At yung A sub D, yun yung required. Yung interest per period na I is equal to R over M. I is equal to 8% over 2. Kaya yung I equal to 4%. At yung N equal to 40 dahil 40 times magde-deposit. Substitute natin sa equation, 100,000 multiply sa 1 plus 0.016 raised to 5 minus 1 all over 0.0816 equals sa A sub D multiply sa 1 plus 0.04 raised to 40 minus 1 over 0.04. Therefore, yung kailangan i-deposit kada semi-annual ay equal to 6,193.44 pesos. Next problem. A man purchased a house for 425,000 pesos. In the first month that he owned the house, he spent 75,000 pesos on repairs and remodeling. Immediately after the house was remodeled, he was offered 545,000 to sell the house. After some consideration, he decided to keep the house and have it rented for 4,500 pesos per month starting 2 months after the purchase. He collected rent for 15 months and then sold the house for 600,000 pesos. If the interest rate was 1.5% per month, how much extra money did he make or lose by not selling the house immediately after it was remodeled? Gawa ulit tayo ng cash flow diagram. Sa unang scenario, may negative cash flow dahil bumili ng bahay worth 425,000 sa beginning ng first period. Tapos sa first month, negative cash flow ulit na 75,000 dahil pina-repair at pina-remodel. Yung broken line, yan yung nagre-represent na kung naibenta niya yung bahay, makakuha na sana siya ng 545,000 sa first month din. At yung interest na 1.5% per month. Sa pangalawang scenario, kasi di niya binenta agad yung bahay, isolve natin kung tama ba yung naging desisyon niya. Ganun pa rin na may negative cash flows na 425,000 sa beginning ng first month, 75,000 sa first month, tapos positive cash flows in the form of annuity na magsisimula sa end ng second period or second month. Kasi dun niya sinimulan parentahan sa beginning ng second month or end ng first month. At yung value ng annuity na yon, yung renta kada buwan na 4,500 for 15 months. Tapos sa end ng 15th month, may inflow ulit na 600,000 pesos. Solve na natin. So pwede natin gawin na kunin yung values ng cash flow diagram sa focal point na tinatawag sa unang scenario. Sa end ng first month. Kaya sa second scenario, doon din natin kukunin. Kaya yung profit sa first scenario, profit is equal to negative 425,000, find F given P at I% interest per period for N number of periods, minus 75,000 plus 545,000, or negative 425,000 times 1 plus 0.015 raised to 1 minus 75,000 plus 545,000. Kaya yung profit sa first scenario equals sa 38,625 pesos. Yung profit naman sa second scenario equal sa negative 425,000, find F given P at 1.5% for 1 period, minus 75,000 plus yung annuity na 4,500, find P given A at 1.5% interest for 15 periods, plus 600,000 multiply sa yung factor natin na find P given F at 1.5% for 15 periods. Or, pwedeng negative 425,000 multiply sa 1 plus 0.015 raised to 1 minus 75,000 plus 4,500 multiply sa 1 plus 0.015 raised to 15 minus 1 over 0.015 multiply sa 1 plus 0.015 raised to 15 plus yung 600,000 multiply sa 1 plus 0.015 raised to negative 15. Kaya yung profit sa second scenario equal sa 33,580.45 pesos. Yung profit sa unang scenario mas malaki compare sa pangalawa. At yung hinahanap natin kung mas kumita ba siya or nagka-loss dahil sa decision niya, loss yung sagot natin. At yung loss na yon equal sa 38,625 minus 33,580.45 which is equal to 5,044.55 pesos. Next problem, using a compound interest of 8%, find the equivalent uniform annual cost for a proposed machine that has a first cost of 100,000 pesos, an estimated salvage value of 20,000 pesos, and an estimated economic life of 8 years. Annual maintenance will amount to 2,000 pesos per year, and a periodic overhaul costing 6,000 pesos each will occur at the end of the second and fourth year. Magawa ulit tayo ng cash flow diagrams. Yung una, kung ano daw yung equivalent annual cost. Kaya meron tayong annuity denoted ng A sub C for 8 years sa 8% na interest. At yung isa pa na may first cost na 100,000, salvage value na 20,000 sa end ng economic life na 8 years. Annual maintenance na 2,000 at yung overhaul cost na 6,000 na mag-occur sa second at fourth year. Pwede natin gawin, kunin natin yung future worth nung cash flow diagrams tapos equate natin. Para sa una, negative A sub C, multiply dun sa factor yung find F given A at 8% for 8 periods is equal to negative F sub C. Multiply natin dun sa factor na find F given P at 8% for 8 periods minus M sub C sa factor na find F given A at 8% for 8 periods minus O sub C, find F given P at 8% for 6 period, minus yung pang isa na overhaul cost na O sub C multiply sa find F given P at 8% for 4 periods plus yung salvage value na 20,000. Or pwede rin na yung negative A sub C multiply sa 1 plus 0.08 raised to 8 minus 1 over 0.08. Yun yung para sa first natin na cash flow diagram equal sa negative 100,000, 1 plus 0.08 raised to 8 minus 2,000 multiply sa 1 plus 0.08 raised to 8 minus 1 over 0.08 minus 6,000 multiply sa 1 plus 0.08 raised to 6 minus 6,000 multiply sa 1 plus 0.08 raised to 4 plus 20,000. Tapos divide na natin both sides sa factor ng annual cost kaya negative A sub C is equal to negative 100,000 multiply sa 1 plus 0.08 raised to 8 minus 2,000 multiply sa 1 plus 0.08 raised to 8 minus 1 over 0.08 minus 6,000 times 1 plus 0.08 raised to 6 minus 6,000 1 plus 0.08 raised to 4 plus 20,000 divided by 1 plus 0.08 raised to 8 minus 1 over 0.08. So therefore, yung annual cost equal to 90,183.75 pesos. Next part, magsasolve po ulit tayo ng mga problems na applicable yung concept ng ordinary annuity.